I am the mighty Tuma. Watch your mouth or I'll sit on you, I'll sit on you, I'll shit on you as I'm sitting on you. Ha 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 ha.
Yes, that is Tuma. And, yep, I'm the TheZOMBIEJ. It's time to talk about Tuma, because it's not the Tuma. Yeah, anyway. T. So Tuma is a Titan set from 2009. The Baramagna Saga. It's an interesting era for Bionicle. The 2009 year was, in general, pretty alright. A lot of great use of colors, a lot of great reuse of parts. It was a new sort of place to explore. You know, these different tribes and whatnot, different places, different sights and things to behold, and characters to speak of. You know, we got the Bone Hunters, we got the Skrull. Tuma is the leader of the Skrull, apparently. As well as the Stronius and the... yeah. We got the Glatorians, we got the Agori, we got these vehicles. The vehicles were pretty fucking cool. The Baranus was kind of, not that good, but it was also just kind of, you know, hey, we got three different things. We got a chariot vehicle, we got the Iron Tribe dude Samad, and we got the Spigot, which is a two-headed, basically a Rahi creature, with a Gresh weapon for a spine. What the fuck? So Tuma was one of, well, actually the only Titan set in the first half of 2009, other than, you know, the Pharaoh and Skirmix thing, which Pharaoh was basically just a bone hunter, and Skirmix was the rock steed. It looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I mean, seriously, it looks like a fucking dinosaur, which, you know, I guess what they were gonna go for with the second movie in what would have been the next, you know, the fucking sequel to The Legend Reborn. What was it going to be called next? The Legend Continues? And then Bionicle, the third film would be Bionicle Journey's End or something like that? I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about Tuma. He is, well, pretty interesting character. Character-wise, he just seems like kind of an okay villain, but he was pretty weak in the movie. Yes, he beat Matanui around a little bit, but also, you know, he had a weak spot, and Matanui took advantage of this and defeated Tuma, and he didn't really die, he just sort of passed out, I guess. But then, you know, he never woke up, so he's basically dead. So yeah, Tuma here. This is actually my second copy of Tuma. My original copy is long gone. I still have some parts, not all of them. But this was my second copy. Got it new in the box off of eBay back in, I don't remember actually, like, what, 2014, I think? I don't remember. Maybe it was a decade ago. All I know is that I got this set, and, again, and, you know, my opinions on it are kind of mixed at this point. I mean, I applaud them for kind of, you know, making this, like, an experimental villain set, and make him look somewhat taller, make him sort of just more interesting, tacking stuff on as if it means nothing, but at the same time, they were just adding a lot of interesting tools and tricks to this set that, you know, we've seen it all before, but, you know, they did it anyway. He does have his exclusive mask. That's the only actually new piece on him besides the Thornax launcher, which he does have a Thornax, which is not firing for some reason. the fists, obviously, you've seen before in the prior, all the other sets from the first half of 2009. So that's not necessarily new for Tuma, but the mask is the only legit new thing. And then there's stickers on this, which kind of resemble the this pattern on the sword thing. It basically looks like a Vaki head almost, but it's still original. It looks kind of cool, actually. Flipped around, obviously, and made like this. Looks kind of terrifying. You could use that because people flipped masks around and used them like that. He does have the long neck syndrome thing with the Metru lower arm right there. Metru arm in black. His main color scheme is black, dark gray, very little silver, and obviously the lime green, and obviously there's light gray, and yeah, the pistons are silver. The sockets are broken on this thing. This one especially is broken because, yeah, the pistons are a novel little thing. This guy is incredibly dusty. I need to dust him. There are some design elements on this thing that are kind of interesting, and some I question whether they were actually truly worth a damn to put on. Probably the most somewhat disturbing thing is that they gave him ass cheeks, and this would carry over to the Von Nebula set. They gave him fucking ass cheeks. That's why at the beginning of the video he said,
I am the mighty Tuma. Watch your mouth or I'll sit on you, I'll shit on you. I'll shit on you as I'm sitting on you. Ha 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 ha.
Right. Because, you know, looks like he'll take a big fat dump on you. These are guaranteed to break because these joints are fucking just atrocious. Clitorian necks are being used as well as Hordika necks. Obviously, the Technic parts. A lot of different Technic parts. These 2009 pseudo redesigns of the Mata feet. It's nice to have those. These blades in lime green. It's nice to have those, you know, but they were on Tarduk, so it's not new. So it felt like they were tacked on there, but I actually kind of like the look of them. It definitely adds something to make them more bulky and more awesome. The lower legs and the lower arms are just rock sheet legs in black, which is fine. It's nice to have those in that color. The crotch area is obviously the Metru crotch area. Yes, he can take a piss on you. The torso armor, well, is a Paraka foot in black. And behind that is another black armor piece. It's the Metru chest armor that covers the gears. He does use the Anika upper torso piece, so it's kind of an Anika build, but it's Anika inspired. So it's like, it takes the Anika build and amplifies it a little bit, so it's more Titan friendly. The fists are thing. He does have the Thornax launcher. He should have had the shield, but the problem is that shield was just exclusive for the movie, and yeah, he does have his own sword, which is just a nice recolor of the Protaka sword, and obviously another one of these blades in lime green as kind of like an afterthought, I guess, to make his weapon seem bigger than it already is. Obviously he does have these Mantax feet in lime green, which is a welcome color for that piece. Obviously those are on some light gray L beams of some sort, and those are tacked on through these joints and some other Technic bits and bobs. Obviously we've got these Afmatoran arms right there, and those are connected also via also push pins of some sort and Hordika necks and whatnot. I don't see why those were there, honestly. I mean, yeah, they bulked up the set a little bit. They made the parts count a little bigger, you know, but to be honest, To be honest, he doesn't really need that. I mean, it's not necessary. I mean, you know, this is an arm, this upper arm is nowhere near as heavy as you think it would be. Same thing with the other one. Maybe slightly heavier with this weapon, but this weapon is nowhere near heavy. It's just a flat weapon, you know, you can slice you with. And it's just, it feels like they just wanted to tack on some extra parts so they can charge you an extra few bucks or so. Which, you know, I guess that's okay, because, you know, they have to make a profit on these sets. He does feel a little thin right around here, so if you see that, it's kind of hard to unsee. He does feel a little thin down there. Although he does have the gluteal necks right there that connect his ass cheeks to the tops of the back of his legs. He does have a lot of these fucking half bushings strewn throughout the set. He does have these Inika feet in lime green. That's another foot that's in lime green on the set. This guy has, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 different feet in total on this set. Wow. And only one copy of the Paraka foot, but hey. Wow. So this guy does reuse a lot of parts, and there's obviously great recolors of parts. Obviously, we are introduced to the Iron Man heads, as we call them, that the helmets go onto. They're not masks, they're actually helmets apparently, but it looks like a mask to me. I mean, come on, does this not look like a mask to you? So yeah. Now, obviously, he does have the game pieces on here. They're both set to 5. They're both held on with these Metru torso chest armor pieces in black. He's got these tri pieces, and if I take one off, there you go. He's got 2 of these sword pieces for each wing thing. So he's got like wings, even though he doesn't really fly, and that's not really. You think a Titan set with this like this would want to fly? He's not flight worthy, honestly. These can actually move, but I wouldn't, because they're just, I'm afraid the parts might break. That they're not broken enough. But Tuma does have a lot of gaps. Obviously, you can see right there, there's gappage. Obviously, there's gappage right here, but that's necessary because of the piston right there. There's gappage back here. It's like, what were they doing? Obviously, there's gaps here in the torso. The torso feels thing. This guy just feels like some kind of a unholy mess to some extent. And obviously, you know, the ass cheeks thing being what it is like, why did that even? Why? Why? Someone explain in the comment section below. Why'd they give him an ass, basically? Obviously, when you look at him on a shelf and from afar, he does look pretty fucking cool. He does have his problems. He is gappy. He does. Well, now he's got broken joints, and I can easily replace those. Because I've got parts that I can replace him with. Probably. But it feels like there was just too many ideas here that didn't translate very well. It feels like there was just like they had to be on something when designing Tuma. There was an earlier promo photo, I think, where he wasn't even using this Thornax. It was just, you know, holding a Zamra launcher in silver that had a Thornax in it, and it's like, okay, that would have been interesting reuse of that part, of that weapon, but they had to come up with something original instead, which, you know, I commend them for. But this blaster, this weapon, is kind of cool, actually. The problem is when you fire the blaster, the Thornax fruit, it tends to, you know, bounce around here and there. And that's the point, because it has these, you know, rubber spikes. And it's rubber. It's rubber plus a plastic bit so that it's easy to, you know, fire. But as lanky and gangly and, you know, somewhat messy as Tuma is, he's still pretty fucking cool, and I'm glad I have him still. And I don't want to take him apart, like, ever, because I just like looking at this guy. He looks cool. He looks awesome for a Titan set from 2009. And overall, it's just... The thing is, the LEGO designers that designed Von Nebula were inspired by Tuma, clearly, because Von Nebula used similar parts, obviously, and as well as similar design philosophies, but was also a more enjoyable build. And I enjoy the build of Von Nebula. Not necessarily the look of Von Nebula, because I like the look of Tuma better. Maybe I'm just biased. But I don't know, man. Tuma, I still have to roll with Tuma on the look and the, you know, shelf presence, you know. But with Von Nebula, it's the build, the enjoyment of the build. So that is Tuma right there. And if you want to see a full-on video of him doing the "I'll sit on you" thing, you know, I will do that, but it's not going to be anytime soon, so. Would I recommend Tuma nowadays? Probably. I mean, if you can find him for his asking retail price with no broken joints, with everything. I still even have the instructions. And I still have the box, I think, too. Flat, obviously, but, you know, I definitely made the right decision to recollect Tuma here and keep him built, because he just looks pretty cool. I do like the stickers. I mean, the stickers are actually kind of stupid. It's like, why would you put the hose on there? But at the same time, they definitely make him stand out and make him sort of unique. And it's like, we've never had to put stickers on a mask before, at least not that I know of. And well, especially on these two spiky prongs on either side of his, coming down off of his face, those resembling, you know, the tentacle bits on the swords. That's pretty cool. And the sticker on his head, the forehead. It's just a unique design, and as flawed as this set is in terms of, you know, with all the gaps and unsightliness of some designs, and also design element questioning, you know, obviously the Avmatoran arms were just tacked on there because why not? Takanuva had it. And you know what? Toa Matanui, or Titan Matanui, would have it as well. But his arms were heavier because of the weapons he had. And so it was justified with Titan Matanui. It's not justified here. But still, I like Tuma. The character is alright as well, but I just like the set better than the character itself. He's pretty cool. So, I would definitely recommend recollecting Tuma if you can find him for less than $30 at least. I know that might be impossible, especially nowadays, but hey, it's worth trying. Go on eBay and, well, find out for yourself. Also, come back to this video and post in the comment section below if you actually made the purchase or not. Let me know what you think about Tuma in the comment section below. Is he your favorite Titan from 2009? Out of the few we got. Is he better than Von Nebula in your opinion? Is he worse than Von Nebula in your opinion? I mean, Von Nebula was a great build. And I enjoyed the experience. It was an incredibly fun experience. To build Von Nebula, he did have some problems as well, and as a result, I revamped him the way I did. You know, there was gaps still, but there were still some interesting parts that were philosophies that were used. You know, the design philosophies were great. That recolor of Hydraxon's mask was fucking brilliant to have. So I feel like, you know, when it comes to the debate of Tuma versus Von Nebula, I like them both, to be honest. Character-wise, I don't care about Von Nebula, but to be honest, it's not the worst villain I've ever heard of. Certainly no Bionicle villain. He's certainly no Makuta. He's definitely no Karzani. But I'd have to give the edge in terms of character to Tuma, as well as shelf appearance and some pretty cool designs. But once again, the build and the enjoyment of the build still goes to Von Nebula. But what do you think? Post in the comment section below. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace.